Alright guys, J-Minerrr here and back with another video for you guys. And today's video we are going to be touching on HNT and the helium token. Alright guys, another video on HNT, yes. Alright guys, if you haven't already done so, make sure you support the channel. Hit that subscribe button, make sure you share the content, share the video with your friends. We are on our way to 500 subscribers, and at 500 subscribers, we will be doing a giveaway for that NVIDIA 3060 Ti Founders Edition graphics card. Alright guys, so like I said, today's video, I just wanted to touch base on HNT. Now, I just want to start out by saying, guys, I'm not giving financial advice or anything like that, guys. I'm just letting you know, as I said, the purpose of this channel was to let you guys know what I'm doing in the crypto space. I'd always be fully transparent with you. A lot of YouTubers, they do not want to show you exactly play by play what they are doing to make the money. They want to show you the Lambo, but they don't want to show you the road to get the Lambo and how you get to that dealership. Alright guys, so I'm going to always be super transparent with you guys. I'm going to let you guys know what I'm doing in the crypto space. I'm really excited about today's video because today's video, I got some free stuff to open thanks to Helium HNT. Alright guys, and I think those are GPUs in that box, guys. Alright, but we're going to touch on that a little bit later, guys. I just wanted to, like I said, touch on this HNT once again because it is gaining more and more popularity, okay? More and more, okay, guys? I just wanted to touch base on it because, like I said, I'm going to let you guys know what I'm doing in the crypto space, exactly what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, what moves I'm making, and I'm always going to share them with you. All right, guys? So, like I said, if you haven't already done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like a video. Make sure you leave a comment. That enters you into the drawing to win the 3060 Ti Founders Edition graphics card. We are on our way to 500 subscribers. We are above 300 and we are getting close. So, drawing is near. Make sure you get in it. Make sure you subscribe. All right, guys? So, let's get to it. Alright guys, J-Minerrr here, and as I said, I'm not gonna at all be giving you guys financial advice. I am just telling you guys what I am doing in the crypto space. In fact, I don't want you to go out and risk money that you don't have or anything. You know, like I said, I'm just sharing what I do because I said I wanted to be fully transparent with you guys, let you guys know what I'm doing in the crypto space, and let you guys know the exact moves that I'm making in cryptocurrency. Okay, so, and I also, please, I want to stress this, I can't stress this enough, that cryptocurrency is volatile, okay? Volatile. That means that you could invest money and you can lose all of it, okay? Don't think that it won't happen. There's always a bear market. It's inevitable. It's always going to come. We're going to get to that in a little bit, and this is why I just kind of wanted to touch on a few things in this video. Now, HNT, the helium token, HNT. As I mentioned, I've done a couple videos on this, the HNT token, the helium miners themselves. All right, cool. In one of my videos, I actually said that, you know, HNT, the price of HNT is on the rise, okay? I said, man, you know, if you're waiting on a miner, because they are on back order, you order now, you are likely not to get the miner until June or July. Let me stress that to you as well. So it's not like you can go ahead and order one of these miners for 500 bucks or 489 or 389 and, you know, like you're going to have it in a couple days and start making, you know, helium tokens because, you know, helium's at, you know, $17 right now. And again, keep in mind that we were at a week or 10 days ago, helium was trading at $7. Okay, so as I mentioned before, if you could have bought some of the helium token, and then by the time your miner came, you'd actually have probably have made your money on the miner itself. The miner would have actually been free, okay? Just because of the price rise in helium. Now, if you don't know, or if you haven't been keeping track of the helium token, the ticker is HNT, and it's traded on Binance, okay? And I strongly suggest take a look at the chart. You can see it is just like, and I showed it in one of my videos, it is just climbing the mountain. But there is a point where, you know, there's always a correction in the price of something. If something is climbing and rising, and I've learned this, I've lost money doing this also, thinking something's gonna keep rising, and eventually, you know, that's not true. It's always gonna come to a point where it's gonna stop, or it's gonna reverse and come down and correct itself. We all know how dominant Bitcoin is on the market right now, and Bitcoin is, you know, actually on the decline. Today was a red day. We were looking at a $60,000 Bitcoin a couple days ago, and you know, Bitcoin is declining back closer to the 55, 56 range. So that just goes to show you how volatile cryptocurrency is. But I wanted to go back to the HNT token. The HNT token was trading at, you know, $10, $9, you know, $11 7-8 days ago, and then we had an all-time high of $21.89, and that is insane because of the rise that it went so quick. Okay, now like I said, I told you guys you could have got in on it, and you know, your miner probably would have been free right now. Helium is still doing really well, but it did have a bit of a, you know, correction, as I said. Now I actually kind of know how to read charts a little bit, so you know, I was able to kind of see it coming a little bit, and I'll touch on that as well. I did actually confirm it with a friend though, who's even better at reading charts, and he kind of indicated the same thing. So, but either way, okay, so you got what I'm getting to actually now in this is, you got to know when to pull. Okay, it's okay to hodl. Everybody's like, oh yeah, I've been hodling since this, you know, but what happens when you hodl and then you go into a bear market and then you lose all the profit that you had made on that coin when it was at a high? You know, like Bitcoin's been at an all-time high here recently within the last week. A lot of other coins, especially the coin that we're talking about now, the Helium token, it was cracking a new high every time it ticked over 20, every time it ticked, period. Not even before it got to 20. We were talking about it was breaking new highs every time after $10, you know, it just kept going up, kept increasing. But there's always a time where it is, you know, gonna do a correction, or it's gonna come back down. And that's not to say that it won't regain momentum. I do still think that Helium HNT, it has a lot of upside, guys. I'm not saying that, you know, it's reduced. So as of the recording of this video, it's trading at around $17. Last night, it was trading around 20 some dollars, 20-ish, okay? And as I said, that was kind of an indication to me that, you know, it's getting real high. Now, keep in mind, I got my, I bought in on HNT a while back, maybe not too long ago now. Keep in mind, it was just like maybe 10 days ago. And then I actually added to my position size after I watched it a little bit, and it was kind of becoming a little bit more steadily of a rise. But when I seen it creeping up towards $20, you know, I said, wow, I made some money here. I'm not gonna be greedy, and I pulled some profit. Now, what I did was I basically pulled all the profit that I made plus some of my initial investment, so I didn't leave myself as exposed, because you know, as I said, it could always go back down. You never know. It could go from 20 back down to 10. It was actually flirting with 15. And now when you think about $5 a share, that's a considerable amount of money. Okay, so what I did was at $20.10, I offed some of it. Okay, I offed actually a majority of it, actually, to be honest with you guys. I did keep some, but the point I want to get to is that money that I made profit was free money. I didn't have that money before. So I went and bought more GPUs with it. I invested in more equipment. The Helium miners are coming, so there's no use in me. I've got, I think, 20 of those on order. So there was no reason for me to invest in more Helium miners. I mean, I could have, but no. So I did invest in more GPUs. Now, this is the thing. When I woke up this morning and I checked Binance and the price of HNT again, it had reduced back down to around like 16 bucks, a little bit over $16. So that was like $4 a share, you know, almost, you know, you got 3 something a share that I would have actually, you know, that was just gone. Okay, now if I wouldn't have, and I'm actually going to thank a friend of mine too, because he actually pushed me as well to go ahead and actually sell, but if you didn't sell as of right now, that money wouldn't be there. So I guess what I'm saying is, if I wouldn't have sold last night, that money wouldn't have been there. But because I did sell when the coin was up and it was at a high, it was money that was never there. It was all profit anyway. So to take that profit and reinvest it in more equipment, I figure was a pretty smart move. Also, not only did I sell, or not only did I take all my profit off the top, but I also reduced my exposure as well. So I took most of my initial investment back. Now it's still doing well. I still do own some helium token. Actually, I still own a pretty decent amount. So, but because I still think it has some upside. So, but what I do want to stress to you guys is, when you guys are up, or when the market is up, don't be scared to take some profit. It's cool to hodl. I know you want to do that, but make sure that when a coin is at an all-time high or something like that, make sure you keep an eye on it. You know, make sure, because that coin could reduce and cut in half the next day. Hence what I'm just talking about now. So the money that I got, and basically I got to thank HNT token, because it got me free GPUs. You know, that money that I spent on free GPUs, it wasn't here this morning. That coin had reduced and that money wasn't there. So if I didn't take advantage of selling at the high, then I wouldn't have had anything this morning. You know, I'd be waiting for it to go back up again. And like I said, I don't think that it won't go back up. I'm pretty sure it will, but you know, it was the right move to make. It was actually a super smart move to make, a really good move to make. I got to thank my buddy too, because he pressed me. He's like, sell, 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 sell. All right, guys. So got to thank him. Now, one other thing is as well, you know, with cryptocurrency, like I said, it's volatile, so you got to watch it. But these days, things are automated on Binance. You can actually, if you're familiar with a stop limit order, you can actually like automate trading. Okay, so like if you had some money invested, I'll just give you an example. Let's say you're gonna buy in at helium and it goes down to $15, and you're like, oh, okay, came down a little bit, I'm gonna buy in. You can actually buy in, and then you can actually make a stop limit and say, okay, well, when it goes up to $18 or $19, that's when I want to sell all of it, because I'm going to make $4 a share then. Okay, cool. You can do that, and you don't even have to watch it. You can actually, it's automated. You can literally buy it at 15, set it to actually sell at 19, to where you made $4 a share. And you could do the same thing the opposite way. You could stop your loss to where you can say, hey, I bought at 15, but I don't want to lose more than $2 a share. I don't want to risk more than that. So you can stop it at 13, and it'll automatically sell at 13 for you guys too. So I just wanted to give you guys some tips and some pointers. Like I said, I'm not giving financial advice or anything like that, but I'd always be fully transparent, let you guys know what I'm doing in the crypto space. I am very happy with my move and what I did with selling last night at $20.10. I got free GPUs and some nice free ones, and of course they're at scalped eBay prices, but I got them, and I got them now. Okay, guys, and they were free. That was money that was not there this morning, and that's what I'm stressing. If I wouldn't have sold at the all-time high, I'd be waiting for it to go back up there. And it wasn't the all-time high, because I sold at 2010 and it went up to 2089 or something like that. So it's not like it was the all-time high. It's not like you know, some stock analysts that I just know exactly when it's going to happen. No. All right. But, and this is another thing, let me stress this too. If you don't know how to read charts and pick up on patterns, don't just go guessing. I mean, it's cool to go on a hunch and things like that. Or I guess, no, it's not cool to go on a hunch. Make your better judgment. You know, if you say, hey, I'm going to invest in this coin, do some research on the coin, do some research on the project, do some background on it. You know, check the chart, see what it's been doing, see what the all-time high is. I've made the mistake when in the beginning when I started trading of buying a coin at the all-time high. And I lost money on it because it came back down and it never went back up to that all-time high. I got tired of it, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to sell it. I just lost some money, and that's what it was. I was upset, but it is the crypto market, guys. It's volatile. You know, it is a risk when you invest money in cryptocurrency, as with any stock. But it's also very lucrative. Now, as with mining, it's a whole different thing, because you're investing in equipment. The equipment then will ROI over time. It's going to pay itself off. And then after that point, then it's all profit. You know what I'm saying? But except for your, you know, take your electricity bill into consideration. As I said, don't be afraid. to sell when the coin is doing well. I mean, I understand hodling is good. Everybody says they want to hodl because they want to save. The coin, possibly in 3 months could be doing, extremely well. But then again, in 3 months, and we've seen this with Bitcoin, it could flip and lose 20 to 30%. And in fact, 20 to 30% fluctuations in Bitcoin are like almost normal. Okay, like that could happen. We've seen it before in the market in the past with Bitcoin. It has tanked before. We know it could happen again. We're not saying it's going to happen again. I don't think it's going to happen again as far as tanking. It's doing really good. It's really strong. But as we know, like I said, cryptocurrency, it is volatile. So I just want to stress that. And I also want to say, don't go making moves that, may put you in a difficult situation. So don't go investing money into cryptocurrency that you don't have to lose. Because if you do lose it and it was like, say it was set aside for something important, but you invested in a coin, you thought the coin was going to go up, but then the coin reduced, as it happened to me before in the beginning before I learned how to read and analyze charts. That's not a great feeling. Actually, it sucks. It's a horrible feeling. So if you're a beginner, if you're just getting into cryptocurrency, I don't suggest that you go taking your life savings and dumping it into cryptocurrency. In fact, I also don't suggest you dumping all your money into one coin. I very, very, very strongly suggest you diversifying your portfolio. Get you some Bitcoin, get you some Ethereum, get you some altcoins, and you don't have to invest a ton of money. You can do it with a couple $100. You don't have to go buy a whole half a Bitcoin or a whole Bitcoin or something like that. You can start off very small, make very, very, very small investments, diversify. Like I said, a couple $100 here, $100 here, a few hundred here, see what it does. Altcoins are, I highly recommend looking at altcoins, especially on Binance. The apps that I use for my normal stocks are Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, Fidelity. For cryptocurrency, I use Coinbase, I use Binance. Those are probably my main two I suggest for beginners. Binance for the desktop does have an advanced mode. If you are really good at reading charts and support resistance, you want to draw support and resistance lines and things like that. Binance has an advanced mode on the desktop that's really cool for that. If you're a beginner just getting into trading, you can trade cryptocurrency on Robinhood. So I probably suggest, if you're a beginner trading cryptocurrency, Robinhood would be a good start. Most of you guys probably are already doing it. I just stress make the right moves. Don't just go gambling and say, oh, hey, this coin is doing good, let me jump and buy this, because there's always a risk involved. There's always a risk that you could lose the money. So I know you guys want to see some more rig builds. We are going to get to some rig builds. As I said, just wanted to make this video because I guess I wanted to stress how much it is to, pull profit when the coin is doing well and the coin is high. Hodling is good, but shave profits off. And then actually, try to minimize your exposure some. So maybe it's all just your profit in there that you're playing with and your initial investment is out. And if you're GPU mining, make sure that, you're taking your cost of your electricity bill at least out every month. And, you're also taking some profits off, because there is going to come a day where there's a bear market. There's going to come a day where, the GPU mining is not going to be as profitable. I understand that. With my investments that I make fully when I buy a GPU, I do understand that, especially when I buy it at a scalp price, when I'm buying at 3 times MSRP. And I do want to stress to you guys that it is insane on eBay, okay? When I bought my GPUs, I was paying like $12.50 for a 3060 Ti, and we all know they're $479 MSRP, so that is almost, 3 times the MSRP, but they have gone up even much. They are $1,500 now on eBay for a 3060 Ti. It is insane, right? 3080s, 27, 26, 2500. Okay, guys, 3090s, oh my God, 33, 3500. I bought a couple, so I know. All right, guys, so like I said, but or it's profit, all profit. So I figured investing it in more equipment is a smart thing to do. Like I said, I'm not at all telling you guys to do exactly what I do. I just said I'd always be fully transparent and share what I'm doing in the cryptocurrency market with you guys. So I am gonna get to a rig build also with you guys for sure. And we are gonna get to building some more rigs. We're gonna add some GPUs because I got some more GPUs to add. And I just wanna thank the HNT token. It is still doing well. If you wanna check it out, the ticker is HNT. It is traded on Binance. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. We are almost at 500 subscribers. We broke 300. We are past there. We are working our way to 500. And you all know at 500 subscribers, we will be giving away a 3060 Ti Founders Edition graphics card. I am extremely excited to give it away. I was trying to replace it, and actually I did replace it and get another one, but I had to pay more for it, so it sucks. So whatever, guys. It's all for you guys. For the subscribers, I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Like I said, I'm always going to be fully transparent, let you guys know what I'm doing. That does not mean you should do what I do. All right, we will catch you guys on the next video and on the next rig build. All right, see you on the next one, guys. All right. All right, guys, looks like that's what's in that box. Just wanted to open up for you guys because it was going to be a special opening because, like I said, as I mentioned, these were actually free. It was all profit, guys. We got the elusive 3080s there, and then we got the big daddy of them all, the 3090, guys, and we are going to be doing an 8x3090 rig build. I am so curious to see how much power that is going to pull. and also how much mega hash we are going to get out of that. All right, guys, and also we are going to get into videos on profitability and how much money that we are going to be making, because as you can see, we are actually, we are paying scout prices for these. These are not cheap GPUs. Okay, guys, like, I'm going to just be totally honest with you guys. If I was getting these at MSRP, it would be a whole lot better situation. But as you guys can see this invoice here, that's what I ended up paying for the two 3080s there, guys. The two 3080s, guys, 2,300 bucks each for the EVGA for the win. 3 3080s. I got them from the Dragon Slayer company. All right, guys, and the 3090, that one was at. All right, guys, as you can see, like I said, I'm not giving out financial advice or anything, but as you guys can see, these are the fruits of our cryptocurrency labor. All right, guys, these graphics cards basically cost me nothing, and I don't say that it cost me nothing because I could have kept the money and I could have spent it on something else. I very well could have done so. So I'm not saying it free. I'm saying it free in the context of this was all profit. It was all profit money. It wasn't money out of my pocket initially that I had to spend on this equipment. And again, I don't advise or condone or suggest that you guys run out and pay scout prices for the GPUs. This is just what I choose to do. Okay, like I said, I'm just being very, very transparent on what I do, guys, and you guys can choose to do that if you so choose. You don't have to at all. Like I said, I'm not at all telling you guys to run out and go on eBay and pay these scout prices that I'm paying for cards. But like I said, this money didn't come out of my pocket this morning. If I would have woke up and I wanted to buy these cards, they wouldn't have been there. That money wouldn't have been there because the price reduced. I'd be waiting for it to go back up and, hoping that it went back up quick so I could buy my cards before somebody else did. But now I got them. They overnighted them. I got them sitting here already. And like I said, I'm ready to make profit on these cards. We are going to do a video on profitability and how much my rigs are making, and also the most efficient GPU to buy if you are looking to build a rig for your first time. Because the most expensive GPU, this 3090, and the biggest and baddest, is not always the most efficient. Okay, guys? You got to take into consideration the amount of power that it pulls, the amount of mega hash per dollar that you're going to get, and there's a ton of factors that play a part into that. Okay, guys? Like I said, this is you. I'll be fully transparent. As you guys can see, that is what I paid for the two 3080s. That is not the 3090 on there. That is just the two 3080s, and I'm covering that up because it got my address on it. All right, guys, that is the two 3080s only. So I'm gonna tell you guys, you guys see what I paid for them. Then we'll do a calculation on ROI and what it will cost me. I'm sorry about the focus, guys. What it will cost me to return on my investment, even though it's still an investment cost, but even though the money was free that I spent on them. So, like, guys, I just, like I said, you don't have to do what I do. It's not financial advice, but this is the fruits of the labor of one single trade, or two single trades. Okay? Bought twice, sold once. All right? And, and I'll give you a little secret. There's more on the way. We're not done here. There's more than double of this coming. There's way more cards coming, guys. That means we got more rigs to build. All right, guys, J-Minerrr, we're gonna bring you more. I'm gonna bring you more rig builds. So make sure you hit that like button. Our subscriber count is getting up there for the channel. So make sure you guys share the content with your friends. We're gonna be doing plenty of rig builds. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out the door, and I'll see you guys on the next one.